Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. I wanted to do a video on what the Devils might do with their goaltending options heading into next season. You know, we have Cory Schneider that came in and kind of had played well the last couple of games. So do we hold on to him and have him be the 1B option or back up to Blackwood, who's been playing sensational this year? I still hope he gets nominated for Calder. Um, or do we go for a UFA netminder? There's a couple out there and a couple of pretty good names out there. So I wanted to discuss that in this video, and I'll do some other videos throughout until, while the NHL is on pause. I wanted to talk about the Devils' defense options they have going into next year, see what they can do at forward, do some other videos around other teams and see what I like to watch this year, other things that stood out to me. So this video I wanted to cover the Devils' net minding heading into next season. Cory, for the Devils this year, he went 3-6-2, and he got sent down to Binghamton. He played 7-7-0, had a 2.71 GAA and a .903 save percentage. His last 4 games with the Devils since being recalled, he went 3-0-1, posted a 1.50 GAA and a .952 save percentage. So he was playing better as of late with the Devils. But we've had this false hope with him before. He came back from that bad injury, and the year McDavid got drafted, and we had a bad year that we were hoping we were going to get McDavid, and we fell very short from what I read from getting him in the draft lottery. But we've had this before happen where he was out for a duration of the year, came back, played well, and we had that false hope heading into next year. So is this something that may happen again? I think with the total overhaul that's going to happen with this team, I don't see it happening. I see them going a different way, getting a better backup netminder. I hate saying that because I like Cory. I always wished him well, but it's just what's going to happen. They're going to need someone to step in, win some games when Blackwood isn't, because Blackwood's looking sensational out there. I really hope he gets nominated for Calder. I don't think he might, but there's a lot of good names out there. But he's played great this year, and he's showing us that he's going to be our future number one. So we're going to need a good 1B tandem for him. You don't want to see anything happen to him, but you never know what could happen. You need a good goalie as a backup to come in and win some games. Just in case, God forbid, something happens with an injury or something like that. You need someone to step in and win games, and I don't think we have that confidence in Cory going into next year. So, let's talk about some options. We have Yaroslav Halak's out there. He's 34. He's one of the top of the names list. I like the way he's playing. Still playing great at his age. Playing with the Bruins this year. You have Robin Lehner. He's 28. Good age. Played well with the Islanders last year. Played well with the Blackhawks this year. Got traded to the Knights. And for what the Knights gave up, I would like to have him be a Devil. But for what the Knights gave up, and with the way Fleury's been up and down this year and getting older, I think they're going to retain him and re-sign him. I think he stays with the Knights, so I'm taking his name off the list. Thomas Greiss, he's 34, playing very well with the Islanders. Had a great year with Lehner last year, and still posting up a lot of wins, and he's 34. So if I'm looking at one option, one of the names that's there, I would definitely keep him in mind. There's not a lot of, there's not a lot of distance from playing in Long Island to coming to Jersey. I think the Islanders will go with Varlamov and call up. And when Sorokin's done with his contract this year, I think he will be the backup. He's a good future Russian netminder for them. So having Varlamov and Sorokin as their tandem, I think will work out great for them. Which means that Greiss will seek UFA. Brayton Holtby's another name, and I think he's going to make a lot of money. He's looking at. No numbers been thrown out there, but you can compare him to the Bobrovsky contract. So I think with him getting up there at age, him being a UFA this year, I would stay away from him. Corey Crawford, he has a $6 million cap hit this year. He's 35 years old. I'd stay away from him. Bad injury history the last couple of years. No way. Jimmy Howard, no. Craig Anderson, he's a viable option, but he's 38 years old. Currently making $4.75 million. I'd stay away from him based on his age. Jacob Markstrom, and I think he's been playing really well this year with Vancouver, but I think Vancouver re-signs him to a longer-term deal. Cam Talbot's an interesting name. Played well with the Rangers when he was played with them. He's currently making $2.75 million. He's 32, not a bad age. And this year he went 12-10-1 2.63 GAA, and a .919 save percentage. So he'd be a pretty good option as a backup. Anton Hudobin, and that's one I would circle right there. Anton Hudobin is 33 years old. You could sign him to a possible 2-year deal. He's making a 2.5 million this year. He's 16-8-4 with the Stars, 2.22 GAA, and a .93 save percentage. So if I were to circle one, top 3 so far out of all these names: Grice, Talbot, and Hudobin. There's Michael Condon, Brian Elliott, Mike Smith. Mike Smith is kind of interesting. You know, he's 37 years old, but he's playing well in his later years. $2 million cap hit. So he's playing pretty decent with Edmonton, so I could see him possibly going back there. Aaron Dell's another interesting name. He's currently making $1.9 million. He's 30 years old, good age. 12, 15, and 3, 3.01 GAA, and a .907 save percentage. And I know those numbers don't stand out, but he's playing with the Sharks this year, and they're just having a bad year. So he'd be an interesting name out there. He's not making a lot, and his age is pretty good. And Brassard from Winnipeg, he's currently making $1.2 million. He's 26 years old, so that's not bad. But, you know, he's 6-7-1, 3.28 GAA, and a .895 save percentage. So I know I'm going to botch his name, and I apologize. Laurent Brassard would be an interesting option as well. So, I mean, these are kind of the top names of the list. There's still some names on the list, but I kind of wrote these down because they're the most, you know, one's the most to keep in mind. You know, I don't know what our GM, who is going to be granted GM, is going to do. Do we want someone with veteran experience who's playing well now, who could come in and play? Do we want someone that's younger, who could possibly be signed to not a short-term deal, maybe a longer-term deal? I don't know which way they're going to go, but if I'm looking at the list and kind of the options that I threw out there, I like Grice. I really do. I think he's playing well. He's kind of he's been, a 1B tandem with the Islanders. 34 years old, so you're looking to sign him to possibly a 1 or 2 year deal. I like him as an option. Cam Talbot's pretty good. He's not making a lot. 32 years old, so you're looking at that before 35 years of age, so it doesn't affect the cap going further if you decide to buy him out. He'd be an interesting one, but I really like Hudobin. 33 years old. I mean, I know that's still a little high, but you could sign him to a 1-2 year deal and hope for the best. But he's still putting up good numbers and playing well in Dallas. So I don't know what we do. Do we just hold on to Cory? Do we look for some other options out there? You know, you can still do a trade here and there, but I think they're going to go the UFA route. So, comment below. Let me know. Would you like to see Cory you see what he can offer us since he's here? And, him and Blackwood have familiarity. The team loves Cory. Good locker room guy. Would you just keep him around and see what happens? Do you think it's time for a total change and just get a good UFA net-minded? Ones of the names that I listed below in the video. Comment below. Let me know what you guys and girls think. And as always, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Help spread the channel when you do that. Whenever you like, you comment, and definitely when you subscribe to the channel. Helps out a lot, and thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great night. Be safe out there, and take care.